guys, now we're on to your family time. So a little bit different. A lot of times before, when you guys have done it with me, we're going 15 down to 1 or 20 down to 1 or whatever number falls out of the sky that day. But today we're not going to go quite to 1 until all the way to the end. So we're going to go 15, 10, 5, 10, 15, 10, 5 a couple of times because torture is a little bit fun and my idea of fun is way skewed because I'm a trainer. So whatever exercise you end up picking out of the hat or out of the cup or you just choose to do first, I recommend doing a blind pick because if you are just picking them yourself, you're going to pick the ones you like because we all do that. All right, so there's certain exercises in here that I like. I love mountain climbers. Not so much of a fan of the starfish sit-ups. However, I know that they are good for my obliques and they do some wonderful things. So there is your scheme, and then all the way at the end, we're going to do a really fun plank. So first, mountain climbers. So we're going to do this without any implements, and then we're going to show you some stuff you can throw in here. All right, so Caitlin's going to get down. She's going to come up. So come up off the floor. Yep, and now place one leg up in that position, and I'll start. Just a couple. Okay, yep, so basic idea, nice long angle, and then switching those feet back and forth, and just keeping a nice even tempo. Now just watch the surface that you're on because I think she quickly found this out and I found this out earlier on the turf, that my shoes were sliding quite a bit. So if you can do this on a non-slick surface, all of the better. And don't be afraid to take these outside. I've done them on my sidewalk countless times, and yes, my neighbors think I'm a little crazy, but that's neither here nor there. It's whatever surface works best for you. And if you do want to do these with a little bit more resistance, you can put some paper plates underneath those feet. You can hit the carpet or your towel and hit the wooden floor, and you can do a sliding version. Now, the other way to make that a little bit harder, other than sliding, because we have to stabilize to control that movement, is to actually increase that angle, which is what the med ball is going to do. Now, if you're going to use a medicine ball, I recommend that you do this a little bit slower tempo because you have to work harder to stabilize and you have an unstable object, because it is round, that you are working with / against. So then you would come up. I'm going to just have Caitlin come up and then put one foot forward. All right, so she's not actually going to do this because I know that she was slipping pretty bad earlier. You can come on down. But that is how we would start out if we were doing that. Again, just be mindful of your surface. All right, ball exchange. So you can use a yoga ball. You can do this without a ball at all. You can do this hand to foot, foot to hand, coming back and forth. You don't have to use anything. But Caitlin wanted to be awesome today and try to use a medicine ball because I challenged her, and so now she's trying to meet the challenge. So she may grunt a little bit because she did the first take, but she's going to give it a whirl. All right, so you guys know the ball exchange. We've done these with the physio balls before. Now, a couple of things with using a medicine ball. Obviously, it's a more narrow grip, so the muscles that we fire in our upper body are going to be a little bit different. And obviously, it's a lot heavier. So you're going from a ball that's, mere ounces to a ball that's 10 pounds. If you have a lighter ball, use it. Please don't try it with a dumbbell. That would probably not end up well. So she's going to come up. I'll let her just do her thing here. And meet and exchange, 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 and down. Can you do it with keeping everything from not going out here? All right, the challenge is to keep everything linear because that's what we're doing here. So now you got to bring it back the other way. Oh boy is right. Grab it. All right, so she did it. So she proved me wrong. I said she couldn't do it. All right, so now I'm going to give her a couple seconds. That's rough. So Superman holds. Depending on your strength, keep in mind with this type of ball, if you did check one of these out from us, that it is sand shifting. So it's a little less stable than, say, a medicine ball that actually has fixed weight, okay? Because that's not going to shake back and forth. But with this type of ball, it will shake back and forth. So for our Superman, we can definitely do so. Come on down into the belly. We're going to do little mini holds. So we're going to have those arms straight out. If you want to do it without weight, you can. You're just going to come up. 3, 2, 1, come down. All right, you can do without anything. Great, good, wonderful. Now we're going to add in a dumbbell. I just have a 5 right here, but you can use a 10, 15, 20, whatever you feel like using that day. And if you really want to kick your own butt, I recommend bringing the weight up. So she's going to do the same thing. 3, 2, 1, and then she's going to come back down. And she's going to keep doing that. However many reps she had, if she had 15, it's going to be a really awesome time, especially with the dumbbell attached to that. All right, now reach through. So I'm going to take away her dumbbell. I'm going to give her, once she gets in her position, her medicine ball. You can do this one with a medicine ball or with a dumbbell. Just make sure with the dumbbell you're holding each end. so she's gonna start out kind of in that lower position. When she comes up, she's gonna come up. So, yep, and come up a little bit more. So right where, I say right where it feels muffin toppy, because that's that max contraction part that we really hate. We just wanna sit up all the way to get it over with, but that's not what we're doing. We're not coming all the way up. And then we come back down. So it's kind of like a mini crunch with the arms just slightly ahead of you and that ball kind of tugging you down. All right, so that is your reach through. Now she has roll-ups. You don't have to do the roll-up with the ball. You can actually take a towel in between your hands and you can do it completely body weight. But again, she was given the challenge and she has accepted. The gauntlet was thrown, so she's gonna try this. Now with this, the biggest thing is to achieve this, because it is a very elongated sit-up with your feet actually staying down. So your legs are not in that 45-degree angle. So Caitlin's gonna go ahead and try this and come all the way up. Hey, now over. Toes, and then back down. You don't have to touch it to your toes, but I'm just being very difficult with her. So you can just come on up and you can come straight up into that up position. If you want a little more and want to come a little further forward, you can. Just be careful you're not excessively rounding that back, because naturally you want to drop that weight. All right, so that is your roll up. Now she's got scissor kicks. And she doesn't have to use anything unless you're at home and like I have some ankle weights. So a good time would be to throw on ankle weights for this, or you can just use your legs. Higher up is more modified, lower down is a lot harder. Again, don't want any space in between the back and your surface. All right, so Caitlin is going to do a couple of scissor kicks.
Move just a little bit.
Because you don't want to kick me? That's probably a really good decision, especially because your birthday's coming up soon and you want good gifts. So, all right, palms up, because I don't want you to cheat. There you go. All right, so come on up. Yep. All right, so come out and then over and then out and then over. If you want a little additional resistance to this, you can actually add a band. Now when you come in, obviously the tension releases on the band. When you go back out, you're going to get that tension back on. Now if you get 15, it's over, over is 1, over, over is 2. All right, now starfish sit-ups. The best thing ever in the whole world.
You know,
we're not going to do this with any implements because typically they're hard enough on their own. So she's going to make a nice big starfish.
When you said that, it kind of sounded like SpongeBob.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
All right, nice big starfish. Yep. So, yep, opposite. And that's all that it is. Again, if you want, you can add some ankle weights onto this. Definitely an option if you do have ankle weights at home. All right, figure eights. So, I'm not going to make her grab the medicine ball for this, but if you wanted to make it more complicated and you want to add that medicine ball, you can. 10, obviously very difficult. If you have a lower medicine ball, it's probably going to be a lot more friendly to the type of exercise that it is. But she's going to do it without. She's going to bring her legs up, both of them together. She doesn't have a ball in between. And she's going to make 2 S's, so she's going to make figure 8. So she's going to start out high, she's going to go low, down into there, connect on around, and she's going to make a figure 8. Keeping everything engaged in the core, belly button to spine, spine to turf or floor. All right, and last but not least, plank with a hip touch. So, if for some reason this rotation bothers you because it is a little bit on the low back, you can definitely take this out and you can just have that straight plank. So you're going to be on your elbows, remember? Yep, that's a very long distance for you to have to try to tap hips. So you're going to come up and let's say you get 10, it's going to be 10 each side. All right.
I've never actually done this before.
Yeah, up. Yeah, good. I actually did these the first run through and showed her, so she actually did a pretty good job. But you'll notice she was starting to actually bend in her back a little bit. She was starting to sag that. You don't want to sag that. You want to keep that up nice and tight. All right, so the very last thing that you have after you've done all this fun stuff, and you can definitely do this times 2, you can definitely do it times 3, however many times you want to do it, or you can add more implements to make it harder. We are going to do a plank. So, be right there, huh?
Yep. I was just like, what are you doing?
You're right here.
I thought you were going to make me do everything.
No, I'm actually going to do it. I love planks. So we're going to just do a straight plank with some shoulder taps. Just nice, straight, easy. All right? And if you guys want to make that hard, you can definitely, or you want to make it modified, you can definitely come down and you can do plank tap. All right? Or you can come up and you can have that band around here and you can bring out to the sides. All right, so that is your family time. So, first round, minute 15. Second round, no mercy, we're at a minute. And then we have this family time. You can do this once, you can do this twice, you can add those implements in, you can take them out. And don't forget your cool down. All right, guys, stay happy, stay healthy, and I hope to see you soon.